In this video, we're going to be answering the question, why do you want to work for this department? This is actually a pretty common question, and one that's actually, in my opinion, very fair for them to ask. You have a ton of choices, a ton of different departments, assuming you live in a fairly populated area, to choose from. Why do you want to work for that specific one? What about that department stands out to you? So first, why are they asking this? They want to know what you know about that department. What are they known for? Have you had any interactions with them? What have you heard about that department? What are their specialties? This is a way for them to kind of test the waters and see if you're actually interested in them, or if you just threw out as many applications as you could to get hired wherever you could. The second reason is they want to know if you're going to give a genuine answer or a phony answer. A phony answer is one of those canned answers that everybody kind of gives. And they'll be able to see right through it. So it's important that whatever answer you do give, it's genuine. So how to answer this question? First, like I said, be honest and genuine. They'll be able to see right through it if you're just making it up, or if you claim to know somebody that you don't know that well, they'll know. The first thing you can do is look for a connection to the city. So if it's your hometown and you grew up here, or maybe even if it's a neighboring town, that's easy. You grew up there, your friends are there, your family's probably there, you spent a lot of time there. Reference some of those things. Maybe you had an interaction with the fire department. Maybe you were a kid and maybe your school did tours there, or they came and did school talks or something like that. Look for a connection to the city like that. But what about the rest of us who are trying to get hired on at a department that we may not have grown up in that city or that area? Well, that can make it a little more difficult. So one thing you can do is you can just Google the department. Anytime there's a major incident or something like that, it usually shows up in the newspaper. Find out about things that were significant in that department's past. Maybe if they're, for example, maybe if they're by water, maybe they have a really awesome rescue diver team. So great. So talk about that. Say, this is something I'm really interested in. I hope if I get hired here that this is something I get to be a part of one day, and this is why I'm really, really interested in this department. That's a great answer. It's something that's unique to them and shows you've done the research on them. For example, my answer when I went through is one of the officers at the department I work for was an instructor of mine in the fire academy. And going through the fire academy, the way we had it broken up is our class was split into like 6 or 7 smaller platoons, and throughout the course of the academy he was in charge of my platoon, and I was so impressed with him and his professionalism that when they did ask me this in my interview, I said, hey, honestly, I'm not trying to suck up to anybody, but I was so impressed by how professional he was the entire time, and I've never heard a negative thing about this department. If you know anything about the fire service, everybody knows everybody, and everybody is very strong, has their own very strong opinions. I had never to that point heard a single negative thing about that department, and I was so impressed by their officers and the people that I had met from that department that I knew that that was a place that I wanted to work. So do some research ahead of time, find out whatever you can about that department, and try and integrate that in your answer somehow, or think of some sort of personal experience that you had with them. So I hope you found this helpful. Please leave any questions in the comments and subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you in the next video.